Welcome back to Nickflix. In today's video, we will recap the events of a horror drama movie called Lamb. Show your support by hitting that like button and subscribe to our channel. The story begins during a snowstorm, with a group of horses suddenly became alarmed as they caught sight of an unfamiliar creature making its way towards the barn. Startled by the horses' reaction, the sheep, too, felt a surge of fear and scattered in all directions. Amidst the chaos, a lone female sheep remained, her strength waning until she eventually collapsed. As the story progresses, we are introduced to Ingvar and his wife Maria, who are the owners of a farm situated at the base of a mountain in Iceland. They chose to live in a cold and remote place with no neighbors. Nevertheless, they both enjoy their lives, always busy taking care of animals and planting. Even though they were not blessed with children, their life as a couple was still peaceful. One afternoon, they attended to the birth of a lamb. The lamb gave birth normally, and they went back to their respective tasks. A few days later, the mother sheep gave birth again, but they were puzzled and amazed by the appearance of the third lamb. Because of its unusual appearance, Maria looked at her husband and Ingvar asked why she was looking at him like that. Maria remained silent. They gave special attention to the lamb. Maria covered its body with a blanket to keep it warm. Instead of giving it to its mother, she brought the lamb inside the house and placed it near her bed. The next day, Ingvar prepared a crib, and Maria took care of and loved the lamb like a mother would. She didn't even pay attention to the mother sheep, who was searching for her lamb. Ingvar was touched by the joy and happiness he saw in his wife when the baby lamb arrived in their lives. Over time, they grew more attached to the lamb and treated it as their true child. They named her Ada. Outside the house, the mother sheep continued to search for her lamb. She roamed around the house, as if she could sense that her child was inside. They would shoo away the mother sheep, ignoring her sadness and worries as a mother. Days passed, and Ada grew quickly and healthy compared to the two lambs that were born earlier. One day, the couple came back from the field and couldn't find Ada inside the house. She was nowhere to be found inside or around the house. After hours of searching, they finally found Ada with her mother at the sheepfold. Ingvar took off his jacket and used it to wrap Ada to keep her warm. The mother sheep followed them, which angered Maria, and she shouted at it to stay away. Ada is a hybrid sheep with a human body, while her head and one hand are that of a sheep. She can walk like a normal human. The two of them seemed like a real mother and child, understanding each other even though Ada couldn't speak. Ingvar also felt the same and treated Ada as his true child. Meanwhile, on a highway, a man was dropped off and intentionally left behind, locked in the back of a vehicle. With no means of transportation, the man walked through valleys and plains. After Ada disappeared, Maria started having frequent nightmares where she was terrified of the flock of sheep. She became depressed due to the recurring nightmares, leading her to take desperate measures. One morning, while Ingvar and Ada were sleeping, Maria took a rifle and went to the mother sheep. Without hesitation, she shot and killed it, then dragged its body and buried it in the ground. However, unbeknownst to Maria, the man who was dropped off witnessed her killing the sheep. When Maria returned home, the man entered the sheepfold and spent the night there. The next day, Ingvar wasn't even surprised to see the man sleeping in the sheepfold, as he turned out to be his brother, Peter. Ingvar invited him to have breakfast. Although Peter had visited Ingvar's house many times before, it was the first time he saw Ada, the strange creature. Peter couldn't accept that Ada was a human with feelings. Peter temporarily stayed at his brother's house to cool down, as he was involved in a mischief that led to him being abandoned by his companions on the streets. He helped the couple with their daily tasks on the farm. Maria tried her best to understand her brother-in-law, even though he continued to mistreat her when her husband was not around. On the other hand, the couple's pet cat and dog always looked into the distance, as if there was a strange creature observing their house from afar. One day, while the couple was cleaning the storage room, Peter was resting outside. He called Ada and fed her grass. Ingvar noticed this and got angry at his brother. Peter claimed that the couple was going crazy treating Ada as their child. However, Ingvar responded that he didn't care because Ada's presence brought them happiness that couldn't be matched by anyone else. The next morning, while the couple was sleeping, in Peter's anger against what he considered abnormal for them, he planned to kill Ada. He took her outside, intending to shoot her, but when he saw her innocent gaze, as if pleading, his hardened heart softened, and he abandoned his plan. When Maria woke up, she saw Peter peacefully sleeping on the sofa, with Ada in his arms. Since then, Peter's feelings towards Ada changed. Like Ingvar and Maria, he began treating Ada as a normal child. On the other hand, we see Maria visiting the cemetery and praying fervently. The couple almost had a child named Ada, but she died in the womb while Maria was pregnant. One day, after watching a movie recap, they had a gathering in the living room and started drinking until they got drunk. Maria took Ada and danced, but Ada wasn't interested and decided to leave the house. Outside, she accidentally saw the dog staring at a strange creature. They briefly locked eyes, and Ada got scared and ran back inside. Meanwhile, the dog attacked the creature. Ada sat next to her drunk grandfather, who was fast asleep. We see the creature killing their pet dog that attacked it. In the kitchen, Peter attempted to harass Maria again, but she refused him once more. The man revealed that he witnessed Maria killing Ada's mother and tried to blackmail her, threatening to expose it to Ingvar and Ada if she didn't agree to have intimate with him. However, Maria wasn't afraid of Peter's threat. She pretended to agree to have intimate with him until she could lock him up in the storage room. Then she played the piano to drown out Peter's screams. The next day, after making sure that Ingvar and Ada were still asleep, Maria went to Peter and pleaded with him to leave. A few moments after they left, Ingvar and Ada woke up, unaware of where Maria and Peter had gone, so they had breakfast together. Then after Ingvar went to fix the broken tractor not far away. Meanwhile, Maria dropped off Peter at the bus stop and sent him home, giving him money for the fare. Maria told Peter that they love Ada as much as they would love their own child and that she didn't want Ada to be sad or suffer in any way. Maria asked Peter to keep his mouth shut and let her family live peacefully with Ada. Peter was touched by Maria's honesty and agreed to leave. When Maria returned home, she couldn't find her husband and daughter around until she heard the sound of a gunshot. She quickly went to the source of the sound. Meanwhile, at the sheepfold, the strange creature that had been observing the couple finally revealed itself. It was a ram hybrid with a human body. The creature shot Ingvar in the neck, causing him to fall, and Ada cried beside her dying grandfather. The creature approached again and took Ada, who was unaware of what was happening. Ingvar tried to resist, but she was weak and had no strength left. The creature walked away with Ada, who was crying, while looking back at her recognized father. Maria found her husband lying in the grass, barely alive. She grieved, and he eventually passed away. She felt immense pain from losing the two people she loved the most. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit the like button to support us.
For more videos like this, please subscribe, turn on notifications and leave a comment or like. It really helps the channel. Thank you for watching.